Just starting. That's the focus of today's voice. You know, mentally, we run ourselves in circles about something that we want to do. We often ask ourselves a lot of questions. How do I start? What about this? What if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? It becomes exhausting. We look at others and start to compare ourselves. We start to go down the road of self doubt. But the one thing that we forget to tell ourselves is to just start. Just start. And you'll figure it out over time. You're going to make a whole bunch of mistakes. It's not necessarily going to go well the first time around. That's why it's important to go, and get help. Go do trainings. Ask people for advice. Go ask other experts that do what you want to do so you can be successful. But the most important part is to just start. That's the most important step. When you just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, you're wasting valuable energy that you could be using towards that first step. I think that's so important for people to understand because we want to do this for a reason. What do I mean by this? We had a dream, a goal, something what we wanted to do, basically. Just didn't happen by coincidence. We wanted to do that. And I think we allow poison to creep in our mind of how it's going to go before we even started. I know that was me a lot. I would allow poison to creep in my mind and think about the failure and how bad that would be. And I hadn't even started yet. And that was a huge thing for me because I feel like that was the biggest roadblock I was facing. How is this going to go? Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, this, oh, that. I made every excuse in the book why something couldn't work. And I hadn't even started yet. I remember I wanted to run my own business. And I just started it. And took the first step. But for years, I would often tell myself, you don't even take yourself seriously. What makes you think other people will? Oh, well, I'm African American. How will people see me as a business owner? That I made every excuse in the book. My friends don't take me seriously. They just see me as just the side friend who's a joke. I made every excuse in the book until I stopped making excuses and just started. And once I just started, all these mental headaches that I put myself through were not even true. They were not. And I was so pissed off, angry, that I had allowed this to happen, that I felt like I wasted years of not doing it. I wasted like 10 years. That's how long it was. Let's see, I'm 39 now. I wanted to start my business. I wanted to start the business at like 29. So yeah, 10 years. Do not allow excuses to creep in your mind that prevents you from starting. Just start, people. No matter how ridiculous you think that you are, or you think that you don't have any skills, is just start. It's not going to kill you. Doesn't matter if people don't believe. Doesn't matter if you don't believe. Doesn't matter if people think it's a joke. Just start. And trust me, once you start at step 1, then go on to step 2. Don't even think about the whole, oh, this is what I want this grand old thing to be. You're not there yet. Just start and take the first step. Then the second step. Then the third step. Then the fourth step. Then the fifth step. Take it in steps. Because once you take it in steps, you'll start to see, okay, this is what I need to do next. And this is what I need to do next. And then this is what I need to do next. Starting is a beautiful thing. Because starting shows you've been able to conquer the fear. Conquering the fear about how it's going to go. Conquering the fear about what other people think. Conquering the fear about how you feel about yourself. And when you just start, that's the most important step. People often say, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's, it's step 12, when you have to market your business out there to people. Oh, it's step 13 where, you have to, how are you going to pull in your demographic? No, it's the first damn step. If you're willing to take the first step and just start, that's 50% of the battle. Hell, it's probably even more than that. It really is. Changes how you think about yourself. Changes how you see the world. Changes how you see your dream. You felt like a weight is lifted off your shoulders. The pain of not starting goes away. And before you know it, all these other habits that you had of, okay, I'm watching TV, I know I need to be starting, but I'm not going to. You start forgetting about that. You really do. Your habits change. How you go to work changes. Everything. You feel a sense of pride. You really do. Doesn't matter how small it is. Doesn't matter how big it is. The art of you were able to conquer the fear of just starting is a huge deal. And when you look back on the 20 years of your life, whether you do a TED Talk or whatever it is that you want to do, and you're successful in your business, you'll start to think, right before you speak to hundreds of people on stage, you'll think back to that first step that I was just talking about. Because every story comes from humble beginnings. And you'll always remember your humble beginnings, no matter how successful you become. That's why the first step is so important and so special, because you'll always remember that. You'll remember the first step more than how much money you ever made in your business. And trust me, that's a beautiful story to tell. My name is Scott Foley. Thank you for listening today. And remember, the first step will always be the critical moment to your story. And it doesn't even have to be in a business. It could be anything that you are starting. But just remember, when you take that first step, you're making a commitment to never quit. Have a good day. Bye-bye.